How do we start? We wanted to do a quick video to, first of all, welcome all of our new subscribers. We appreciate you guys very much. We thought maybe it would be a good idea to explain what it is that we're looking for and how our criteria has evolved over our search period. Starting off is, why are we looking in the Western North Carolina and Eastern Tennessee area? There's a couple reasons for that. Primarily it's because of the loose restrictions that this area has to offer, right?
Yep, we come from Oregon, so we started our search in Oregon and Washington. And one of the things we came across is you didn't even have rights to the water on your property. So we started doing some research and looking at what states had less restrictions. And so that was a big draw for us to come this way.
Right. The other reason that we like this area is because there is an established homesteading community that we can
connect to, meet, get ideas, share. Seemed very welcoming, so we liked that. At least from where we found, we know there's homesteaders all over, but for this community, we've been welcomed and we've appreciated that.
The videos that we've posted recently go back to early October, and we have looked at a lot of properties between then and now. Our criteria has kind of evolved.
Since we're new here, we didn't know what to expect. It's a completely new area for us. We were wanting to get to know the areas because we weren't sure exactly where we wanted to be. So we widened our parameters significantly. And really went and looked at any property that had anything of interest to us. So the first
That is true.
The first couple properties, I would say a lot of the October properties, were not what we were looking for. It was really just to kind of help us narrow down the criteria so we could really find out what was important.
Yeah, and we did think that some of those might have been the right one, but when we got there, it was very clear that that's not really what we wanted.
We just had to readjust our expectation and our understanding, and really learned how to navigate the GIS system, so we were not surprised when we got there.
One of the problems that we have in Tennessee is their GIS systems do not show topography and do not show bodies of water unless it's major bodies of water, and so that's been a challenge for us.
Yeah.
I think we now are a lot clearer on what we want, right?
We were able to narrow down and really get a good sense of what was important to us after looking at so many properties.
A lot of properties, yeah. We know we want a minimum of 30 acres.
Yes.
Yeah. More is awesome.
The more the better for me.
Yeah. It's not because we think we're going to use all 30 acres. It's because we do like having our space. Second is that we know we want a good mix of field and woods.
I would say we're probably at a 5 acres of pasture is what we're looking for, or easily made pasture quickly. But we really, at minimum, I think would like 50% wooded, if not more.
Yeah. Yeah, more. Yeah, definitely more woods than pasture. Yeah, and we keep saying the word flat. We're not looking for Iowa flat or Nebraska flat. When we say flat, we're looking for an area, like Katie said, 5 acres or more, that's less than 15% grade.
We'd like at least some areas that we're not constantly walking uphill, especially when you have 30 plus acres, if it's all on a 30 plus incline.
The rest of the acreage we're okay if it's hilly or rolling, but we still want it to be less, around or less than 30% grade. We also know that we must have water on the property. And I think specifically the number one must have is a creek, right?
Yep.
Not a seasonal creek, but a year-round flowing creek. We love the sound of water. We're both water people. It makes us, it helps us relax.
It's the calming, relaxing where you can, if you're stressed out, just go sit out there. The dogs love it, as you've probably noticed. Anytime there's water, they're in it. And we didn't know if that was a criteria, like if that was a must-have at the beginning. It was a preferred, Some of them had ponds, and we were like, well, is that enough? And we had a lot of discussions and realized that no, we really want the creek. I want to be able to swim in it. We want to be able to use water from it for our land. We want the dogs to be able to enjoy it, and we want to be able to relax next to it.
Yeah. We would love the idea of having a spring, again, a year-round spring that we could use for drinking water as opposed to a well.
Or city.
Or city water,
Yeah.
correct. And a pond would be cool too, but those two things are not necessary.
They're not absolute deal breakers. Yeah.
Yeah. We would love to have an old barn, a usable old barn.
We're okay
on
with
the property.
TLC.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we can fix it up. That's fine. But
yeah, we love the old wooden barns. Absolutely love them.
Yes.
We would love to make a house out of one if we could. So any of the outbuildings, that old architecture, that was another reason we were drawn to the area, was you just have so much more of that out here.
So then I think the next thing for us is we want, like we said, the 30 acres or more is for our privacy. And we're finding that the properties that we really like are the ones that are at the end of a dead-end road or that are back off of the main road quite a bit, and it offers a little bit more seclusion.
Yeah.
And so that's also a big draw for us.
Yeah, the quiet and the peaceful. It's funny. We've had a couple people laugh at us when they've toured properties with us because we let our dogs make a decision too.
Oh,
so
absolutely.
if our dogs are super stressed out and anxious when we're on the property, we know it's probably not going to be a good match for us because we plan on introducing a lot of animals, additional dogs to help with the livestock. And if the dogs are anxious and if they're not loving the land, then we really have a second look at whether or not this property is something for us. And it's funny, so far, all of the properties that Kinsley and Floyd have loved have been on our top list.
Correct. Yep.
So, I mean, Kinsley just laid down in the middle of a field and she was so happy.
So content.
Yeah.
Maybe we should just give her internet access to let her find
Let her pick the
properties for us. Yeah.
We might have better luck.
So, well, we just wanted to make this quick video to help explain what it is that we're looking for, so that way when we take you on the rest of the journey, you can understand some of our comments and the evolving criteria along the way.
Yeah, and why there's been such a change, and also just kind of help explaining when we say things. When this was months ago when we actually looked, and a lot has changed since October. And also just, the content for a while is going to be really heavy with land because that is our immediate goal right now, is to find property. If you like the land searches, you're going to love the next videos.
Yeah.
If not, stay tuned. Once we find land, there'll be a lot more. And we're hopeful to do some flashbacks of our journey of how we've gotten to where we are as well, and all the work we did while we were in Oregon. So.
Yep. All right, guys. Thank you very much. Bye.